Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Ravencourt EU League. We are in our third best of three of the day. On the left-hand side, we have Team Banana. On the right, it's Team Skogh. My name is Bahamut. We're going to get into Towers of Doom for our first map in this best of three series. If you're sitting at home being like, hold on, Bahamut, how did we get to Towers of Doom? Don't worry, I got you covered. The coin flip was won by the members of Team Skogh. They opted for first pick priority. Infernal Shrines and Brax's Holdout were banned up by Team Banana. Sky Temple and Garden of Terror banned up by Team Skogh, and since Team Skogh has first pick, Team Banana has chosen to take us to Towers of Doom. This is the Meta Madness style of draft, so heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps in this series. So we have all heroes up and available. There are bans at the top of your screen. Those only pertain to the current map. So Towers of Doom is your first map. We could see Battlefield of Eternity for our second map, and we could see Lucio. We could see Hogger. They're only banned away for the current draft. Now, as I mentioned, heroes that are picked and played. So let's say it's Towers of Doom. Let's say we get a Dahaka. Dahaka will be unavailable for the future maps in this best of. All heroes are available, no base bans. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe. That is a target ban to Sven. Nope, that's a target ban onto Hazuab. Sorry, forgot who I was casting for a second. I was like, Towers of Doom, Vikings. It's obviously going to be Sven targeted, but no. Hazuab's going to get pull a target ban right there. Not too bad. Cast where? I'm here. But yeah, we are... I think that's all the spiel that I have for all of you. Oh, if you want to find out more about the Ravencourt EU League, be sure to use !Ravencourt. If you'd like to find out about the league, it's the first link. If you'd like to donate towards the prize pool, it's the second link. There is a bracket as well. There's a Liquipedia, so if you want to see some of the other results, if you want to see the players, all that good stuff, you can use !Bracket. And last but not least, be sure to follow the channel. And if you'd like to subscribe, if you'd like to gift a sub, all that good stuff, if you'd like to support the stream further, it's always much appreciated. As we're getting into our first pick for Towers of Doom... God, I think I'm like tempted just to let the draft go and just run to the bathroom, and I think I'm actually gonna do that. No one cares to hear me talk about draft. I'll be right back. Enjoy the draft.
Victory for the Forsaken.
Alright, we're back. My apologies. We have got ourselves a draft that has unfolded in front of our faces. Woohoo! Lucio, Hanzo, Dahaka ban for the side of Team Banana. We'll see Team Skogh getting rid of the Hogger, Vikings, Hammer. First pick, Brightwing, Johanna Sylvanas, as Team Banana's got the Blaze, Diablo, Genji, Anduin. I actually really like the draft of Team Skogh. I actually wouldn't mind seeing a falling sword from Joanna. Malthael's got a self-cleanse, Sylvanas has got a self-cleanse, Brightwing's got the AoE cleanse, kind of a self-cleanse, I guess you could say, and then some. Joanna's got her Iron Skin, I think I said that already. Falling Sword could be an option. I don't think Thrall has a cleanse ability, but that's what I'm saying, Falling Sword could be the way to do things. Yeah, I would actually really like a Falling Sword Joanna. The draft of Team Skogh does well. Does, like, super well in this. Like, a lot of self-cleansing, so, like, Light Bomb, Drip Propulsion, all that kind of stuff can be... I mean... There's still cooldowns and stuff. There's just so much CC on the side of Team Banana, but so much self-preservation, I guess you could say, on the side of Team Skogh. I don't know who I really lean into on this one. Which team wins Towers of Doom? Team Banana or Team Skogh? Okie dokie. All right. We'll start our prediction. The gamble has begun. Get your gambles in. Final best of 3 of the day. Final best of 3 of the day. We're getting into Towers of Doom, map number 1. On the left-hand side, we've got the members of Team Banana. Banana to play Genji. Hazoab's on the Chromie. Mai try propulsioning around with Blaze. Ucky, the little lad on Diablo. And last but not least, we've got Vikzu, I believe is how you say their name, on the Anduin. Someone said it's like Bike and Zoo. Vikzu. To the side of Team Skogh, we've got Max Passion on the Malthael. Didn't go into On a Pale Horse, by the way. Bish to play Sylvanas. Gaff on the Thralls. So, Joanna played by Skogh, and Hunter Orc will round out the team on the tiny little Deathwing, the Brightwing. You still have some good time to get your gambles in. The final best of 3 of the day. If you'd like to get some channel points in, it's always much appreciated. Yeah, play the odds, have some fun, all that good stuff as we are here into our mid lane matchup. Oh, wait, hold on. In the top lane, Bish is going to go ahead, throw out the Shadow Dagger and start working on this top lane wave. Brightwing, I think, was around for a little bit of dismount in the rotation, but actually she doesn't pop any Arcane Flare out. 1k to 100. That's it? Damn. Wow, a lot of priority into top lane. Malthael, Max Passion goes over the wall. He's going to try and soul rip and try and trade a kill here. I actually like what Max Passion did there. Instead of panicking and trying to get away, it's just like, you know what? I'm dead. Let's at least trade. First objective phasing is going to be top left and right as well as the center of the map. This being the center location, this being the bottom location as we talk about things. Over here in the top right of the map, though, is a little bit of a poke in the rotation onto Bish and crew. We have 10k on Team Skogh. All right, I like them odds. It is a 1 to a lot payout. So 1 to a lot payout. It's a 9 to 91% split. Thank you, chat. CPX trade? That is a CPX trade. Indeed it is. He may not be in the tournament, but the meme stays alive. A little bit of pressure continues through the bottom lane. The sappers encroaching towards the fort front gate. Vikzu and Hazoab's doing their best to push things back, and this will be an easy clear. Nice angling from Hazoab's with the Sandblast there. Max Passion low in the top lane. Banana should get the kill onto them. Phase shift from Hunter Orc on a 10-second right there. Sylvanas sustained damage, not able to close the distance. She also was slowed by the oil slick of Blaze. A little PSA to all of you. You don't need to ignite all oil slicks. That's a Genji. Turned into a squirrel and will be food for dinner. Phase shift down into bottom lane from Brightwing. Vikzu's the target. These sappers are pulled down over here as well. One more auto from Hunter Orc. Does have the magic spit. Oh, good heal from Vikzu, but that still is them falling. Time trap from Chromie. Delaying out the inevitable. One stack on Frostwolf pack for Gaff. Shadow charge, no overpower connection into the wall. Gaff gets another stack off Diablo and is able to wind rush away. Our first objective is up and available, and it's going to be, as I mentioned, top left and right of the map, and we also have that center location. Banana tanking a ton of damage from Max Passion here, as the pressure from Malthael is just really annoying to deal with. Sylvanas is a possession level 7. Max Passion probably throws out one of his Death Shrouds to be able to get the delay. Sylvanas gets right side, and she's actually going to rotate over to the left-hand side, helping out Max Passion, but she hasn't shown just yet. Bish is now going to come through. Phase shift from Brightwing. We have Thrall doing his best to delay out around the center location. Ucky's made his way up here as well. Now Shadow Charge into the wall. Maitri getting a little bit low. Needs to be careful here, as it is a Thrall and Chromie in the bottom lane for the time being. Hunter Orc not delayed it. Wow, Banana doesn't get any of those shurikens. Oh my god, the 40-0 dream is alive for Team Skogh. Though Gaff gets rotated on in this bottom lane, the Morbius Loop is going to get some decent damage. Dragon Breath deals 30% damage in the center, and then the enemy's hit by its center is slowed by 60%. So I think there was one center hit, and that was just enough. Bish able to get the Haunting Wave out. Actually, maybe not, maybe not. Definitely not. Things are starting to fall apart on the side of Team Skogh, with Banana and crew finding a couple kills. And it is going to be a 4-8 trade favoring the members of Team Skogh. Left-hand side, we will see those sappers being cleared out. Firestomp build for the Diablo. 1 stack on Piercing Light for Anduin. Thrall on 0 stacks of Frostwolf Presence level 4. No Subdue for Joanna finished out, but she did take it, of course, at level 4. No Sins Exposed, no healing reduction. We have the Blood for Blood, as it used to be called, or the Ancestral Wrath. I think Blood for Blood was a cooler name. Vikzu getting just absolutely annihilated. Ucky can't do enough to help out. Temporal Loop into Bish, who just says, cool, I'll take 1 Sandblast and continue to pressure with the Black Arrows up and active. Sappers are going to rush in. The Fort Front Gate taking a lot of damage. 1 tower remaining onto that. Banana with the deflect doesn't get much damage into Bish and has to go ahead and Swift Strike out. This Sylvanas low. Skogh on the Joanna low as well. Next Sapper camp up in about 1 minute 45 on the right, 1 minute 40 on the left. Boss and top lane camper up and available. Max Passion, not sure if he was shown in this, but of course, the Oil Slick from Maitri will be able to show him on camp. I thought Banana was going to dive in to try and get the kill with the Swift Strike. All right, a singular altar phase in the center of the map. We'll have 10 Talonteers at the top of your screen. We already see Chromie since she gets her talents 2 levels early from her trait. So her heroic's at level 8 already, and it's going to be Temporal Loop. And as I said, like, I don't know if how I feel about Temporal Loop. Malthael is later on a self-cleanse. Joanna has Iron Skin. No Falling Sword, by the way. It's going to be a Blessed Shield. Sylvanas has Will of Forsaken later on. Thrall is probably your best target, but even then, Soothing Mist from Brightwing could be used to cleanse him out. So we'll have to see how things work out for the members of Team Banana with that. I mean, it is Hazuab's. Well, I'm sure he's got a plan for this, but it's just one of those things, if you look at it on paper, it's like, I don't know about that. I think Slowing Sands might have a little bit more zoning control, but let's see what happens. I mean, hey, Temporal Loop does also force out some of these abilities, as I mentioned, so it maybe you don't get the Temporal Loop pull, but you've forced out forced out Soothing Mist from Brightwing or something, and then maybe Diablo can play off of that one. It is a Lightning Breath Diablo, no Apocalypse. Viksu going for the channel, interrupted by Self. Malthael was using the Death Curtain, or the Death Shroud, to jump in there and get a delay. And speaking of jumping in, Phase Shift from Brightwing onto Max Passion. The Light Bomb onto Banana doesn't get the AoE stun they're looking for, as the last rights into Ucky are denied by the Bunker of Blaze. I think there might have been a miscommunication, but either way, a huge condemn from Joanna. The Subdue getting massive value. The Lightning Breath of Diablo working out pretty good. It's a 2-for-3 trade. Now, Diablo will respawn, so it looks like 2 for 2, but just want to note that really quickly. A singular altar in the center of the map. Max Passion out with a whole lot of mana. Looking to maybe get a mark onto Hazuab's here. Ucky won't be able to get in here in time, and that will be 4 more shots into the core of Team Skogh. Soothing Mist can't cleanse. Does it not? Doesn't it? You're right. Sorry, I'm misremembering. I am misremembering. Because it's no unstoppable, you're right. I keep thinking it's an unstoppable, but it's just stun, root, slow, and silence effects. I keep thinking there's iframes in there as well. My bad. Phase shift activated into Skogh. The blink heal onto Gaff right away, and Skogh still falls to the Diablo Shadow Charge. Well, kind of wishing I saw that falling sword now for Joanna, not gonna lie. Definitely feeling the falling sword even more now that I remember correctly how Brightwing's heroic or baseline works. Oh, level 13's almost here on both sides. Malthael shoves a wave, but Blaze has got the slow onto that. He'll take targeted damage, but I don't think Maitry's too worried about that. Self-heals are good. The clear's fast. Meanwhile, the fight breaks out around the objective area. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas utilized. Last rights onto Ucky. Won't get the kill. Blessed Shield from Joanna to try and chase this down. And Ucky falls. Unfortunate for Malthael, it wasn't close enough to when the last rights was activated. Big Light Bomb onto Banana, but he actually doesn't get any value. The Light Bomb doesn't trigger. The root from Thrall is good onto 2. Jet Propulsion from Blaze says hello, and a double Alter Phase coming up in the bottom and the center of the map. That is huge for the side of Team Skogh, as it's 9 on Diablo, 18 seconds on Genji. Hunter with this initial channel. We have Bish already making their way down to bottom. Wants the globe, but says, you know what, I need to get this channel going before I'm delayed out. Skogh sees Viksu and says, you know, yeah, they just have to eat these 8 shots. Remorseless Sylvanas, by the way, at 13. There's that self-cleanse for the Malthael, the inevitable end. Joanna with the Blessed Hammers. Max Passion chilling around here. A minute still to go on the camp, and seems like top lane is going to be a priority. Is that spell armor on Brightwing? Well, Brightwing always has spell... No, I know what you mean. It's Pixie Power. Reduce the cooldown of Pixie Dust by 3 seconds. Increase the spell armor granted by 25. I believe the baseline is 30, right? I believe the baseline for Brightwing is 30, so it's a 55. Movement speed 20, 30... Yeah, so you have 55 spell armor. Unfortunately for Malthael, that's not going to do a whole lot for him, as he will be picked off in the top lane. Gaff to try and work on this camp, but I think the rotation is... Yeah, definitely the rotation is seen in the lane. I think Genji showed in the mid really quickly, so they're like, all right, let's back off. Let's play this safe. 16 talent here, half a level away. And, I mean, it's 21 to 36. There's a 16-point core difference favoring the members of Team Skogh. I think you just play this slow and safe. You just give over the moments that you don't want to exacerbate when you're already behind. Phase shift into the top lane, the polymorph into Blaze. Wailing Arrow here as well. Bish with the body blocks, but it's just not enough sustained damage. Another possession onto a minion here just to try and keep the pressure onto this top lane objective. Or excuse me, top lane fort. Temporal loop into Gaff. There's a light bomb onto Diablo. Whoa! Looped back into a AoE stun. X-Strike from Genji. Skogh shall fall as well. Diablo gets some souls from kills. He gets 10 souls per kill. So jumps up quickly. Now, since there were kills in the bottom lane and the bell tower was converted, Brightwing gets a free channel on the right-hand side. 5 for 3 favoring the members of Team Skogh. I don't think you could be too... I don't think you're too upset about that double kill. Yeah, you're giving experience back over to the enemy team. Yeah, they're clawing back in that department, but this is honestly pretty good so far for Team Skogh. Phase shift into bottom lane from Hunter Orc. The bottom lane bell tower transferred to the members of Team Banana. Ucky looking for the angle on some sort of wall bang here. Can't find anything. Blaze clearing out the top lane. Sapper Camp is up there. Malthael in the mid lane still soaking up. Genji jumping in. That's an Earthquake from Gaff. Temporal loop into 1. I don't know who it was. Blessed Shield out from Joanna as well. Max Passion rotates in. Last Rites is up and available, if I'm not mistaken. Hazoabs could be the target, but Hazoabs... Yeah! Hazoabs... Oh, no! I thought I didn't realize that Hazoabs had the timeout on cooldown, so it's Anduin to fall in all of this, though. Banana chased down as well. And now Ucky trying to get out of here. The reason I was thinking that somehow Max Passion zoned Hazoabs away from his own time stop, and Hazoabs was going to use the time stop to save himself. But he had timeout, so it's whatever. It seemed way cooler than it actually was, unfortunately. Triple Alter Phase is coming up. Blaze converts back to his team. The transfer of the bottom right bell tower back to Team Skogh. It's 4 to 4 in shots. This is... I mean, the caster math is there. there's 12 shots on the map, plus boss. There's 16 shots available, but you gotta get all the bell towers, and you gotta get boss. Granted, I say this, never mind. 3 bell towers channeled to the side of Team Skogh. They take map number 1 in our third best of 3 of the day, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I expect 2 to go to Team Skogh and 1 to go to the side of Team Banana. Mouthy on the right, Brightwing's already in the bottom. Sapper camp for the bottom lane as well. I don't think Mouthy will be interrupted by Genji unless he uses abilities. So Swift Strike does delay things out. Brightwing is going to maybe hold Phase Shift, just going to try and float her way up here. Another delay onto Max Passion. And with so many showing in bottom lane in just a second or two, you can actually see this. Here's your Max Passion vision. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 in bottom lane. They're going for boss. Genji sees this, though. Max Passion sees the Genji. Polymorph onto the Genji. Blessed Shield, Wailing Arrow to follow up as well. They gotta get onto the oh no, they can't get in there quick enough. I thought Uki was gonna Shadow Charge in, but with the Malthael, excuse me, with Joanna getting the kill into Genji, that is 1 HP on the side of Team Banana, and a singular altar in the bottom of the map. 20 talent tier is just now about to tick on over to the side of Team Skogh, and maybe getting a kill onto Blaze. Oh, goodbye, Blaze. Critterize is a big factor in getting these kills, but also just the burst damage is huge. Earthen Shields, level 20 for the Thrall. We've got Invisible Friends for Brightwing. Malthael holding 20. We have Bolt of the Storm on Sylvanas. Joanna holding level 20 as well. I like Radiating Faith, but also, yeah, Blighted by the Light is really good with the level 1 synergy. More shield glares, more cooldown reduction. I'm going to actually activate that Blinded by the Light right now, tanking a few extra tower shots. The minion wave's just about here, and the bottom lane bell tower goes over to the side of Team Skogh. Things are looking like they're going to wrap up fairly quickly here on the side of Team Skogh. Especially if they get a kill onto Diablo. He doesn't have souls to buy back in. Time stop onto 2. Was this a little too aggressive? The Light Bomb onto Diablo, but he has the Lightning Breath active. Gaff is going to be pulled back with the Temporal Loop. He gets the Earth and Shields out. It's not enough to keep him alive, and that is not a staggered kill you want just as the Blaze respawns. Yes, you do have control over bottom lane bell tower. I mean, getting a Sapper over the wall is enough as well. That is, oh, that's a time stop onto a few allies, but it does deny the last rites. Brightwing sneaks off to the right-hand side. Genji's got to use everything he's got to try and get over here. My Try is actually just tanking a bunch of damage. My Try just runs right past, but Hunter Orc gets the channel on the objective, and first map goes over to the side of Team Skogh. GG, really well played. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the the Ravencourt EU League. My name is Bahamut. We're in the round-robin phase of our second week, day number 1. We'll have more games tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll have 3 more best-of-3s, but right now we're getting into map number 2, Battlefield of Eternity. If you're wondering how we got here, there was a firefight. For Banana versus Skogh. Infernal and Braxis were banned up by Banana. Sky Temple and Garden of Terror banned up by Skogh. First map was Towers of Doom, chosen by Banana, and Team Skogh won that. The losing side, Team Banana, opted for first pick priority as we get into map number 2. So this will be Team Skogh choosing to take us to Battlefield. All right, a Chen first ban. You just finished errands to get yourself some weenies? Hell yeah, brother. What's up, Glitter? How you doing, bud? I find it funny that Twitch gave me ads in French. I must think I'm in Quebec, but I'm not. Whenever the political season rolls around, like the voting season in the United States, I get ads for Nevada all the time because I live on the border of California and Nevada. I live on the California side, but since I'm so close to Nevada, I get ads like YouTube ads and stuff like that. They'll all be like, vote yes on Nevada's gun rights. And it's like, I don't fucking live in Nevada. I can't vote on that shit, idiot. But I get like, it's so weird. Like when in the political season, I get so many Nevada ads. I don't get any for California, which is so weird. Nevada, vote yes on the gambling laws that blah, blah, blah. I can't. I don't know what you want from me. So, you know what it is? It's probably because our internet comes from Nevada. It's probably that. It has some, I'm willing to bet that because the internet from Spectrum is piped in from Reno, I'm willing to bet there's something to do with that. And I'd vote no. Well, it was so funny because like you'd see ads. It was just like, the Indian Gambling Commission wants to do this, and they'll be able to. The tribes will get more money and this and that. And then you see like the counter arguments where like, this is just a cash grab from addicts who don't know how to stop gambling. It's just like, Jesus Christ, I don't even know what to believe anymore. Welcome back into the Ravencourt EU League, as I had rambled about absolutely nothing. Welcome to the stream. We have a Hanzo first pick on the left-hand side for Team Banana. We have got a Li Ming Anubarak here for Battlefield of Eternity. As a reminder, heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps, so we just had Towers of Doom. We just had a slew of wonderful heroes picked and played on that map, and they will be unavailable. So Chromie, for example, was picked and played on the last map, and she'll be unavailable. Joanna's unavailable for this map as well. IP routes versus geographical makes sense. Dude, I don't know anything about internet. That's my best guess, is that it comes from Nevada, so it must have some sort of, like, attachment to Nevada. I don't know. Report this ad illegal activity. Yeah. As if YouTube's actually gonna manage their stuff. The only thing YouTube's gonna do is add more ads in. Because just keep taking from the consumers. It's America. We're never gonna rise up. We're never gonna do anything about it. We're just gonna sit here and just complain. It's not like we're the French who actually do stuff. Oh, you wanna raise the retirement age? Okay, no more trash pickup for a month straight. That's what we need in the United States, man. All right, Hanzo, Tracer, Dahak on the left-hand side, a Sergeant Hammer to be banned away, Li Ming, and a Anubarak. Okay, what are they gonna pair in with the Li Ming? I love Greymane with a composition like this. I think Greymane's super great. He can dive in with a Anubarak. He helps out with the Li Ming. He's got sustained damage. He's got good race potential around the Immortal. Now, the other thing to note, though, is Vala is up and available. Vala can be quite the monster in the later games as well with the Manticore. Just another brick in the wall. We are just another brick in the wall. Yep. Look, billionaires wouldn't give a shit about me if I couldn't pay my bills tomorrow. Billionaires wouldn't give a shit about me. But hey, Oprah and The Rock were asking for your money to save Hawaii. We shouldn't have to rely on the U.S. public to fix the problems around the U.S., you know? Does that make sense? Maybe the government should step in with the money we give them? But we gotta build more missiles and more jets, and we gotta go fight more wars. Decker, Kane, and a Muradin. Oh, I actually really like the draft of Team Banana for Battlefield. A lot of AoE control, a lot of lockdown. I do think Team Banana could take us to a map number 3 with this draft. Though Acacia, Li Ming, the white main is a little interesting. Hey, that's a bit of a special for this map. It's gonna be Rexar. We actually could see Flare on this map. Yeah, you're getting rid of the level 1 swoop damage to minions and mercenaries, I think it is. But Flare is it's 100% uptime. It's got a 20-second cooldown with a 20-second active time. So basically when Flare expires, you can throw out another Flare. And it's just a good way to constantly get vision on the enemy team. Not sure if they're gonna go that direction, but it is a cool, unique talent for this map. All right, what could be the final gamble of the day, chat? Get your predictions in. You've seen all the characters. You will see the level 1s in a second. Get your predictions in. Who will win this map? Socialize risk, privatize rewards, the American way. Yep. You know, God forbid John Smith gets a little assistance from the government and can live a comfortable life. Meanwhile, the automotive companies get bailed out, and it's like, the automotive companies, you know, gotta think of those automotive companies. Even though when the bailout happened, they fired most of their staff to still make money, so there's that. You know, fuck all that. Anyways, on the right-hand side for Team Skogh, trying to make this a 2-0 series. Hey, there's Flair. We've got Max Passion on the Rexar. Misha, of course, to play Misha. We'll see Bish on the Cassia, Skogh to play a Nubarak, Hunter Orc on Whitemane, and last but not least, we'll have Gaff playing Li Ming. To the left-hand side of the map, we are going to be looking at Team Banana. My try on the Dahaka, Banana to play Tracer, Uki on Muradin, Hanzo to be played by by Hazuabs, and Vikzu with our Deckard Cain. Now, you still have some time left. This, as I said, could be the final map of the day, so get your gambles in. Will it be a 2-0 from the side of Team Skogh, or will we go to a map number 3 with the draft of Team Banana? What's up, Dark Duke? How you doing, Dave? Brush Stalk into bottom lane, since it looks like we have a bit of a reverse setup here on a map. Solo lane will be bottom, top lane will be our core 4. Yeah. We can bail out the automotive company, but we can't bail out the, you know, student loans. Oh, well, then you shouldn't have signed up for student loans. Well, then the automotive company shouldn't have made such big risks. Yeah. We're all conditioned to hate each other or be on one side or the other. When realistically, we should all be on the same side, taking down the executives. Easy. Just eat the rich. We also, by the way, have a Sapphire level 1 for Deckard Cain. Burrow charge onto Banana, who gets the blink away. And this is camp over the side of Team Skogh. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, seems like Rexar and Misha did rotate out to maybe help the top lane a bit. Max Passion I don't think was needed there realistically. So they make it down to bottom lane again. Back in top, of course, though. Little combo onto Uki here. Fendon from Cassia. Muradin's able to get the Dwarf Toss out. Has the block stacks at level 1. And Nubarak gonna poke here and there, summon a Beetle or two. Did go into Legion of Beetles at level 1. Oh, Bish is so very low. Is there a heal from Whitemane? Yes, there's enough heal from Whitemane. And Cassia doesn't go down, but Gaff's got a Hearth out for full mana. At 17, you can't get a tattoo, but you can get a $100,000 loan. Yep. Yep. Look, I have 0 student loans. I was very lucky. My dad was like, if you go to college, I will help you out. You don't need to worry about it. I want you to get an education. So I'm very lucky. Now, if there was a vote for student loans to be forgiven, I would 100% vote for it. Because even though I don't have loans, like, other people shouldn't either. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just one of those things for me. It's like, it's not that big of a deal. But, like, everyone's hung up like, well, you took the loan. You took that, you know, you took that responsibility. And then we should treat everyone that way. But we don't. Also, loans are predatory. That's a fact. Drag onto the Misha. They set you up with stuff that you don't even understand because we don't teach kids how loans work until you get one, and then you're fucked by it. Sledgehammer for the Muradin at level 4. We had a lot of Sledgehammer today. A lot of Sledgehammer at level 4 for Muradin today. Hanzo gets to scatter into the Immortal, still trying to race this down. Or excuse me, no, sorry, wrong way. Wrong Immortal. Little Immortal dyslexia. Oh yeah. So many places schools are either very cheap or free. I've beaten cancer, now I'm angry about better medicine. This is the comment about student loans. Yeah, no, that's exactly it. If I beat stomach disease and then they found out that there's a cheap way for people to also get the same treatment, I would go for it. Like, we're in this together. It's like High School Musical, man. Level 4 Indulgence? Huh. I don't think I see this very often. Gain 5% movement speed, increase this by additional 5% for each active zeal. So it doesn't seem like there's a cap on it. So you could, is it 20 or 25%? Does White Mane counter self in this? I'm not sure. Immortal will take down the fort front gate right now, and that's as much as this first Immortal gets. Skogh burrows out, lands an Impale to follow up. There's a Scroll of Sealing down, and that just connects onto Misha. No Ruby at level 4, by the way. Potion of Shielding. It is going to be a Sapphire, or an Emerald at level 7, so that's the 75% healing reduction for 4 seconds. You wouldn't want loan forgiveness, but you want the interest rate to be 0. That's still a positive step. I'm with you on that. I also like the chaos of the loan companies falling apart and losing all their money. That's the other reason I like loan forgiveness, because they're like, think of the loan companies. They'll lose their money. It's like, good. Fucking get them out of here. Yeah. 0 interest is still a step in the right direction. Because at least 100% of your payment goes to 100% of the loan. Instead of getting like 10% of the loan paid off every month. Because the other 90% is going to interest or whatever, you know? God, I'm sorry, I'm off topic. I apologize. This is a subject that I absolutely hate.
I will reach your position shortly.
Oh, level 10s are almost here. We cycle through the numbers at the bottom of the screen. My tried. Looks for the drag onto Misha, unable to land it, but still a decent wave in this top lane. Misha kind of running around, poking onto my try here and there. Oh, wait, hold on. Fight in the bottom lane to break out. Oh my god, goodbye, Muradin. Tracer comes in with a Pulse Bomb, gets some spread damage, but it's not going to be enough to actually find a counter kill. I want business loans forgiveness. Shut up, J-Shifts. I hate how businesses get forgiveness over, you know, people trying to live in this country. Think of the automotive companies. How will Ford be able to mass produce their shitty trucks? Skogh is gonna get taken down though. Hazuab's unable to make it out, or excuse me, able to make it out with the natural agility. Might trying to find something onto Hunter Orc, but unable to do so. Ranting about late-stage capitalism in America is never off topic. We treat our businesses better than the humans who live here. Well, as I was reading recently, there's a for-profit jail company that actively spends over $1 million a year on anti-cannabis legislation because, and I quote, if cannabis became legalized, that company would start losing money because there'd be less people in jail. Isn't that fucked up? Isn't that fucked up? They actively are like, yeah, we need people incarcerated so that way we can make money. Over a little bit of weed! Heroin, sure. Cocaine, sure. God dang it, man. What have you thought about the shareholders? Not the shareholders! How will Bobby afford his lawsuit payments? Second Immortal of the game. I do believe it went over to the side of Team Banana, and they find more siege potential, this time through the bottom lane. I also think it's dumb you lose your right to vote once you're in prison. You know what I found out recently, Sebastian? I don't care about him at all. I don't want to talk about Trump, but like I don't want to keep it going. But the one thing I actually found out is because he had said he's like, even if I go to prison, I'll run for president from prison. I was talking to my neighbor about this. I was like, wait a minute. If you get arrested, you can't vote. Like if you have a felony, you're not allowed to vote in the United States. Apparently in the United States, it is still legal. If you have a felony, you can still run for president. How fucked up is that? How can you run as president when you have a felony? Isn't that weird? Like, he told me that, and I was like, how are more people not upset about this? He's like, I don't know. Anyways. That like baffled. I told my dad that, he's like, yeah, isn't that crazy? My mom was blown away like me. I mean, hell, sodomy in the United States is still legal in 5 states or whatever. Can't do butt stuff in the state of Michigan. It's illegal. Also, it is illegal for 5 women to live in a house, 5 or more women to live in a house in Detroit, because of an outdated law that states that is a brothel. Don't know if that law ever got pulled out, or like removed, but I remember when I started college in 2009, I remember asking, like, there's a bunch of fraternity houses, why no sorority houses? They're like, well, 1, it's Detroit, and 2, there's this antiquated law that they're not sure if that actually would get, like, called in. You can't vote, but you can rent. Yeah, no, Ninja, that's real. I to this day am still baffled by it. Drag into a Nubarak. There's an Emerald on top of a few enemies as well. It's actually just Skogh, but they get the kill into Whitemane. Bish is now the one trying to back off, and it's a double kill for the side of Team Banana, rallying in map number 2 here. Stormbolt to follow up, a little bit of CC onto Misha. She will. No, she won't? Yeah, she will. Meanwhile, in top lane. Bad RNG. Fallen Shaman will be hit by the bell tower, or the, not the bell tower, the fort shots. Tracer moves into bottom lane, gets a quick clear onto the bottom fort. First structure to go down on the second map in favor of Team Banana. Impale, followed up by a whole mess of damage into Ucky. Unable to use Avatar, still 50 seconds on that cooldown. No cooldown reduction from Reverberation 7. Gaff gets hit with a sticky bomb, gets healed up immediately by Hunter Orc, and the race between these two teams is on, but there is already damage onto the enemy Immortal, and this will be a Larian in the top lane for the side of Team Banana. With a decent shield, 718 damage into standard, and that's 1,436 damage into structures. And technically you can run from prison, you don't have to be out of jail to run. Yeah, exactly, that is true, Sussborn. Yep. Banana chases down Hunter Orc with a pulse bomb. 350 HP was the lowest I see it go. Scatters from Hazueb's trying to find the last bit of damage. My try with a flank will get the Dark Swarm through. That's a drag onto a Nubarak. The cleanse is there, the intercession from Whitemane. Li Ming throwing those big balls back into the enemy. The boars are unleashed by Rexar. Misha to go down the left-hand side. Stormbolt to try and lock down Bish. Unable to get that maxed distance. We've got the subjugation level 13 for Whitemane. We'll see shared punishment as it synergizes together. I don't think we see harsh discipline. It's usually you see the lashed out and then harsh discipline. So there's usually some combos at 13, 16. That's a lot of damage into Dahaka, but he's fine. Ucky pops the Avatar, able to get the Dwarf Toss out. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, a decent wave is pushed up. The fort's down to 60% or so. 2 forts have fallen against the members of Team Skogh, and it's looking better and better for Team Banana for that map number 3, as I keep mentioning. Ancient Blessings for the Decker Kane. Hunter Orc with a little bit of a pause here. We have a Guess What and a Ready. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to... looks like there is a cat. There is a cat issue. All right. Cat issue will be resolved soon. Not sure what that means, but okay. All right. Well, let's see. We have 16 talent tiers almost here for the members of Team Banana. It's 3-2 in kills. God dang, there's a massive experience difference. So where's that coming from? Heroic kills is like... Actually, heroic kills is 1,700 difference? Wow, late game kills adding up a lot. Yeah, it's 2,900 to 1,200 roughly. Mercenaries is about like 3,000 difference. Minion difference? Holy crap. There's a 3,000 minion difference. So yeah, this is starting to add up really quickly. Structures is like 400, passive is about 1,000. So we're looking at 48,000 to 43,000. So yeah, about a 5k difference between these two teams in experience. And that 5k is just about a level, but we also will be seeing 16 talent here very, very soon for Team Banana. Overall, the whole US experiment failed and we should find the reset button. Yes, I agree. Back in my day, it was livable. Back into the game here. We got Team Skogh on the bottom camp. As I mentioned, 16 talents here, almost here for Team Banana in the blue. Team Skogh getting a kill here would be humongous for them. It is 5v4 in the bottom lane. Dahaka is showing in top. Oh, Dark Duke. You read that he raised like tons of like a stupid amount of money with a mugshot. Like, God, you know people would be all about it. Nice brushstock in from My Try. Gets the kill into Cassia. And that also is that 16 talent tier as I mentioned. So let's actually show those talents. My apologies. Hey, Stone of Scroll Curse. My brain did it backwards, but you know what I mean. Scroll of Stone Curse. I love Scroll of Stone Curse at 16. God, it's such a fun talent. No, I devastated. Me too, bud. And I'm not gonna waste any sort of cognizant energy. I'm not gonna waste any brain energy on trying to figure it out. But yeah, it still baffles me as well, bud. Why don't cats shop online? They prefer catalogs. That was good. Glass Cannon Li Ming. Obviously, that's the reason they're not winning. Recall from Oh! That actually gets the 16 talent tier pushover. Cocoon onto Dahaka. Ucky trying to back away, but the assists are for the Dahaka kill. He burrows under. Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo gets a stun onto 2. It's more defensive than anything else. My Try taking a bit of damage from Li Ming's combo, but won't fall. It's 5-3 in kills, but that, as I said, that third kill to the side of Team Skogh really pushed them up experience-wise. Anubarak will fall in bottom lane. My apologies. A little too aggressive trying to poke on the enemy heroes. Wars Unleashed. We have some... Oh, it is Harsh Discipline! Huh. No shared punishment. Misha to fall. Muradin with the dwarf launch. There's the 16 root from Whitemane. Tracer making her way over here as well. And looks like we'll have another Immortal going over to the side of Team Banana. As I said, things are looking more and more promising for that map number 3 today. Vaiksu tags the camp, so it will not go away. Well, the Immortal phase is going to work its way into bottom. And speaking of bottom, I mean, this is going to be a camp to push into bottom lane as well. The Keep Front Gate has a bit of damage onto it, but you can already see members of Team Skogh are setting up for this defense in lane. Want to check the Immortal damage and health. I think the last one was just over 700 base, and this one is going to be 862 base, 1,742 into structures. The arrow goes wide from Hanzo. Li Ming still poking here and there. The Immortal still very healthy and shielding. I mean, it is Ucky. Ucky is a really talented tank player, in my opinion. Also, they have a really good healer on their team as well. Vaiksu has been doing phenomenal in the games that I've been able to cast of theirs. Dahaka does go down, trying to push him through this bottom. Cocoon into Tracer. I think Ball Lightning was used as well, but the Cocoon counter and just synergized with it. Anubarak burrows in. They burst down Ucky. I compliment him, and then he immediately gets killed. The bottom lane keep should go down. And the members of Team Skogh, they gotta make something happen with this double kill. They gotta do something with the time available. 30 seconds, excuse me, 25 for Dahaka, 41 for Muradin. I want to check. Dahaka he'll have Brushstock off of cooldown when he respawns. The core shielding nearly falls, but it still is 100% on the core. No 1% taken down by the minion wave. Top lane camp 1 minute 30, so yeah, I like this call a lot here. Also, Cassia's got armor. You can see that 30 next to her, and that's the shield, so it's physical and spell. There's a little cane next to Anub'arak. That's from the spell armor he has. Physical armor is a little sword, I believe. Oh, you can actually see, there you go. 75 physical armor for Max Passion. That's a little sword. As well as Misha. Streamer curse, I know, right? Caster cursed Ucky. I apologize if he watches back this VOD. No, I love casting Ucky though. He's a really he was like an insanely good solo laner during CCL, and I think he's moved into tanking. He's done such a good job with it, in my opinion. Kill into Anub'arak, cocoon onto Hanzuobs on the left hand side. There we go. You get one of them, and another kill pushes that 20 talent tier ever so closer for Team Banana. Scatter, Bish is fine. Okay. Next objective is going to be coming up here. With the 20 talent tier advantage, it is... Ooh, Storm Shield for Muradin. No rewind. Okay, Hardened Shield, Contagion. We'll have the Respect the Elderly. Get stuff for Tracer, and Bullseye on Hanzo. No play of the game for no Hanzo Global. Looking for the stun into stun. It's usually what we often see is the Sonic Arrow to follow up in AoE Dragon Strike. Excuse me, Dragon's Arrow. Dragon Strike is the other one because Blizzard likes to name things backwards. I think you get 20 and you defend through top lane. I don't think you try and invade for the second half. Hell, I don't even think they're going to be able to get into the They're not even going to have 20s before the second half. Oh, that storm's just about to get here. I can see it starting to get dark outside. Hell yeah, the storm's about to arrive. More water for the mountain. I'm not going to be upset about that one. Immortal, once again, really healthy. Nearly 2k damage into structures. As this is... How much shielding? It's going to have just under 27,000. It's like 25,000 points of shielding. 27,000 points of HP. Ah, I was off by just a wee bit. It was about 24,000. Anub'arak lands the combo into Muradin. He activates the Hardened Shield. They get stuff into Misha, will displace her, but is it going to be enough to get a kill? Scroll of Stone Curse gets huge damage. The Isolation Contagion spreads Cassia out of position. Ladies and gentlemen, this looks like we're going to be making that movement into a map number 3 today. It's very possible. It's very plausible. Third map for our third best of 3 seems fitting. Maitried tanking a couple tower shots. The Immortal is going to take down this keep, losing its shielding very soon. The Stay While and Listen with the Respect the Elderly. Anub'arak burrows in, trying to find some sort of damage. This is an Impale as well. Immortal starting to take down the shielding. As I said, just under 2k damage into structures. Decker Kane broken out of the cocoon. On the left-hand side, there's a Pulse Bomb on the Gaff at a double kill. Li Ming will fall. Anub'arak landing some of these Impales, but the Immortal is just going to take down the core. Yeah, you might find a couple kills in Hazuobs and stuff, but this is still going to be core falling, and Team Banana will make us move into a map number 3. GG, well played. Focus murder. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Ravencourt EU League. My name is Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we have got the members of Team Banana. On the right is going to be the members of Team Skogh. My apologies for the slight delay. I was running to the bathroom and grabbed myself a beer. You gotta wash your hands. Had to make sure my hands were nice and clean for Alterac Pass, map number 3. If you're wondering how we got here, Inferno Shrine, Sky Temple, Braxis, Garden of Terror were all banned away. Towers of Doom was our first map chosen by the side of Team Banana, and they lost that. The second map was chosen by the members of Team Skogh, and they lost that. So we are 1-1 in our score. After the last map, as Team Banana did win, the members of Team Skogh had first pick priority, so they are going to opt in for... Well, excuse me, they have map pick or first pick priority. Team Skogh opted for first pick, so map pick goes over to Team Banana. Banana opting in for the Alterac Pass map number 3 in our pool. Of course, as I always say, this is Meta Madness draft style, so the 20 heroes we just saw previously played are unavailable for Alterac Pass. And we are in the round-robin phase of this tournament, meaning that the victory for the series is always good for some points. Let me actually look really quickly at the standings. If you'd like to look at the standings, use exclamation bracket. There's a Liquipedia link you can follow. If you want to know more about the Ravencourt League, you can use exclamation Ravencourt. That'll get you over to their website. You can join the Discord. And then last but not least, in that second command, there's also a second link, which you can click for the prize pool. So, if Team Banana needs to win this, I don't think the points are active. Yeah, Team Banana needs to win this. Team Banana is currently sitting in 4th overall, Team Skogh in 3rd, and there's a slight difference. Yeah, Team Banana wants to win this series, and they would have a similar score to Team Skogh. Yes, okay, so, yeah. If Team Banana can win this, it's actually pretty good for them standings-wise. If you want to check out the standings and learn more about them, as I said, exclamation bracket. You gonna do your 4 computer monitors next now that the test run is done? What was the test run? It's a bit spooky when you have walls made of granite. Oh shit, yeah, mounting things to granite or concrete or any sort of rock-based material is always very, very difficult because the anchors and everything are so much different. Whereas, like, you know, it's either studs or wood walls where I live. So it's like, wood wall, pff, screw, done. On the left, they got rid of the Lucio and the Zeratul. On the right, they got rid of the Hogger and Leoric for Alterac Pass. The first pick, Sergeant Hammer, with a Sonya as well for the members of Team Banana. I know BRB Soaking will love it if I talk about E-Build Sonya plus Leap, because everyone loves that. Junkrat, Chen, Falstad on the right-hand side. They're gonna Cho'Gall, obviously. No, it's actually a really good Stitches ban. Junkrat, Falstad, Chen, they all play well into the Stitches. You just grab Stitches Malfurion. Actually, was Malfurion played yet? I'm not sure, but Stitches Tyranda's still an option as well. So it's a really good ban, heads-up ban from the side of Team Banana. There's still, like, healer priorities on both sides. Obviously, we've already seen 4 healers already utilized, so maybe getting rid of... Was Anduin played in this series? I don't remember. Let me see if I can find out. Let me see if I can find out, chat. Anduin was played in Towers of Doom. Okay, yeah, the drafts are actively being uploaded to the website, so that works out. We have masonry drill bits, so it's pretty simple. Oh yeah, no, it's like the anchoring, like the screws and all that kind of stuff you use. Like that's where it gets all sketchy because, yeah. Like I don't know, like screwing into masonry versus screwing into like wood, like. You can feel like the gripping of your screws and stuff when you screw into wood. With masonry, it's like I guess. I haven't done a lot of masonry work outside of when I was an engineer and stuff like that, but still. But even then, like we were using like threaded rods embedded into concrete, so it's a little bit different. We were embedding those with what's like this like construction grade epoxy. There's the Malfurion, and they're gonna go May instead. Okay, as the Stitches was banned away. I like the draft of Team Skogh. I think this is pretty good. Hammer, Sonya, Garrosh, Karazim. So you've got Hammer one lane, Sonya the other. They need a damage dealer. They need something that can go off and grab the camp on their own. Well, actually, Sonya can probably split off, but then they need someone to be in Sonya's lane. Because I'm thinking about the Null Pack camp. Gotta have someone to go rotate off that, and someone else to grab the soak in that lane. Something that can... Oh, Stark, you're here just in time. It feels more secure in wood, which is weird because stone is stone. Exactly. Thank you, Stark. You nailed it. You nailed it. Well, Stark's here, so we can finally have our Samuro game. All right, I've got the prediction set up. I'm going to have some beer, and we'll get into Alterac map number 3. Thanks for joining me, everyone. If you're having a good time, be sure to follow. If you're already following and you want to support the stream further with subs, bits, all that good stuff, it's always very much appreciated. We got sub goals to hit, and we got bills to pay. And if you'd like to support the stream, it's always very much appreciated, as we do stream 6 days a week, and this is our full-time job. I will start the prediction when we actually fully load in. That way you can predict based off of the level 1 team fight as well as what the level 1 talents will be. I don't know why, Stark, but when you my brain pictured you as Mr. Incredible with the whole math is math. Stone is stone. Alrighty, chat, get your gambles in. Final prediction of the day, final map of the day, end of a series. Our third best of 3 today will end on Alterac Pass. One of these two teams will be victorious here in the Ravencourt EU round robin phase of the Ravencourt League. We got BananaH here for Team BananaH playing Samuro. Uki on the Garrosh, Hazuab's hammering through with Sergeant Hammer, My Try on the Sonya, and Viksu to play Kerosene. Over on the right-hand side, we're looking at Team Skogh. We got Bish to play Falstad. Auto-attack Falstad, by the by. Gaff on the Gaff to play the Junkrat. We'll see Max Passion to play a Chen. Hunter Orc on the Malfurion. And last but not least, Skogh on that Mei. Looks like our lane setups are going to be happening from both sides. As a reminder, final game of the day, final prediction of the day. So if you want to get some gambles in, now's the time to do it. You probably have 30 seconds from when you hear me talk about this to get your last little gambles in. And be sure to do so. Why not? Why not? Why not have a fun big gamble for our final map of the day on Alterac Pass? Gotta remind you all, it's a Way of the Wind for Samuro at level 1. We'll see a body check Garrosh. It's fairly common, but we've got the Iron Fist on Kerosene, just to note. Mei will go into Heat something. Heat Transfer. Emerald Dreams on the Malfurion. Freshest Ingredients on the Chen, so we'll probably go Deadly Strike at 4. And as I mentioned, Auto Attack on Falstad. And you know what? We got odds. We got 3,400 to 2K. But if you'd like to just dump a chump... You know, y'all have been able to see this team throughout the day. Like, Team Skogh has played quite a few games today, so if you got belief in them, now's the time to do it. I don't know, channel point predictions are always fun just to get a lot. And we also, I mean, I might as well heckle you all for channel points, because the setup for this map is pretty standard, pretty slow. We're not seeing anything crazy. It's going to be null pack for mid. I say that, and of course, Samuro finds the kill in top lane with Viksu as well. Sorry, I didn't see someone in bottom, and I assumed the Falstad got picked off by the Sonya. Misread who was doing what, and first blood does go over to the side of Team BananaH. Hearth swap from BananaH? Hearth swap? No, he's not going to get it in time. Oh, hearth swap from BananaH! Samuro has these features. They're not bugs. They're just features that were totally intended with him being put in the game. Intentional additions by the Blizzdubs. We'll have the spell armor at level 4 for Samuro as well. The Mirage. Mirror Images grant Samuro and his images 40 spell armor against the next 2 sources of spell damage, reducing the damage by 40. I actually think that's one of the best ways they wrote the tooltips. Because like when they talk about damage reductions, I feel like I never see that kind of verbiage where it's the next 2 sources of spell damage. Like, you don't see the next 4 sources of physical damage remove Muradin's block stacks. Like, you know what I mean? I know that's not right, but follow me on this, chat, okay? I wish we had a nice same for all of our tooltips. But of course, with Blizzard being Blizzard and rotating different developers in and out, I'm sure there's different ways that people wrote and understood things. Apparently they're patching Samuro's Heart Trick and PTR. Yo, I did see that this morning that there's stuff on the PTR. I saw that there was something for Brightwing. I know like Aliobs was tweeting about it, and I think Hazuobs responded. Blizz Heroes getting a patch? Microsoft saving Heroes. It's confirmed, chat. They're gonna do it. Yeah, I saw there was like 2 things. I don't think I saw the Samuro thing though. But also I was reading this when I was half awake this morning in bed refusing to get out. So there's that. To just roll myself onto the floor. Oh, I guess I'm out of bed. I gotta start my day. Banana's the target. Windwalk immediately to get away. Vikzoo's up here to help out. Top lane, not getting a lot of value for the side of Team Skogh. Meanwhile, Sonya gonna clear out the jailers. By the way, fun fact, the jailers do not respawn after killing them. The only time they respawn is during the active channel timing. So clearing them out, going and doing something else, getting a kill, then you can, excuse me, sneak over and get the quick channel. Now I say that and Junkrat's got a concussion mine to delay things out. So while things are being delayed out, we're going to look for 10 talent tiers. We're going to cycle through the other numbers, get an idea of what those look like. Oppressor for the Samuro at level, or not Samuro, sorry. I was looking at Samuro's level 7. Which I believe, I don't think it was Phantom Blade. Was it Crushing Blade? It's the red one. Purple's Phantom Blade, I think. I think Crushing Blows is the red one. Skogh with the healing reduction from the body check as well as the movement speed reduced by 35% from the body check as well. Nicely done by Garrosh setting up a kill for his allies, and Sonya finds the last little bit of damage. I'm surprised that Junkrat hasn't gotten the trigger on that. Malfurion with the Moonfires over the wall. The root, yep, there's the concussion mine, okay. Burning Blade, ah, damn it. For the Burning Blade, yeah. Phantom is purple, okay. Crushing is blue, okay. I had Phantom right at least. Chen goes down to Chen in bottom lane. Looks like the stagger damage was a little too much. And it is 10 talent tiers. BFG leaps Sonya. That's actually how they got the that's how they closed the distance on Chen. There was also a 7-sided strike that was used on Chen. Samuro is not going to micro his mirror images around with Illusion Master. He's going to go Blade Storm for more wave clear. It's a 20-something second cooldown, 25-second cooldown. Ice Wall, Blizzard, Root from Malfurion. Hazuob's getting gusted back into the enemy. A toss out from Garrosh won't be enough, and Garrosh to fall as well. Keep in mind that the ally toss does give armor as well. It's not a ton, but it still gives a little bit of armor. How much is that, actually? I'm curious. 20 armor. Yeah, it's 20 armor. It just was not enough to keep Hazuobs alive. And now Team Skogh move for the first objective here. 30 seconds of channel time necessary. So yeah, as we were talking about, the Burning Blade for Samuro's critical strikes against us from Samuro or his mirror images deal an additional 50% of their basic attack damage as spell damage to the target and nearby enemies. 7-sided strike pulled out of Vikzoo on the left-hand side of your screen. It's only a 50-second cooldown on that one. Kind of a 45-second cooldown because of the active cooldown from the moment you press the button. And 7-sided has it's like 4 or 5 seconds animation almost. Oh, it's actually over 2 seconds. So there you go. It's a 48-second, but regardless. Another concussion mine on the objective phase. We'll see a camp on the left to be grabbed by the members of Team Banana. Junkrat to do the same for their allied team. And just about every heroic's off cooldown. Malfurion and Karazim have the exact same cooldown right now. Actually, it's like a second off, but same. Same enough. Falstad, 18 stacks in the top lane. Full auto attack build. Hammer gains at 4. Secret weapon at 7. Garrosh gonna try and toss an enemy unit closer to Hazuobs for quicker clear. Hazuobs, though, does have the hover siege, so able to kind of work his way in and out of this clear. And top lane, Banana gonna tap well. And those mirror images will fall. Chen finishes out the freshest ingredients, so he's got the continued brew. 50%, there you go. 50% of the shield will persist after indefinitely. Okay. Sakuchi for Samuro, pretty standard 13. A little bit of a teleport on that one. Falstead flies in. Gust to push back the enemy. Hammering goes out as well. Indomitable pop by Garrosh. Gonna throw Skogh around. Pops the cryo freeze immediately. Big BFG comes through, but Hazuab's not trying to kill his allies. Ice Wall into Hazuab's. There's a concussion mine underneath it as well. Max Passion, flying kick in. The Wandering Keg, 9 seconds off cooldown. Hazuab's dies to damage over time from Chen's Withering Flame. It actually might have been his soaking Flame Breath, I think it's very simple, just Flame Breath. Breath of Fire. There you go. Damage over time from Breath of Fire. Probably got that kill. Max Passion, fine against Banana. And first objective phase will go over to the side of Team Skogh. Junkrat in top lane pushing things up. He was able to get up here faster because the Ripper Air. You can even see it gets him about halfway across the lane from the fort front gate of the enemy. He's able to get away from Sonya, keep poking at these sidewalls, open things up a little bit further. And we'll throw in some concussion grenades, or the frag launcher grenades, into the fort here. Meanwhile, in mid lane, Garrosh gets a toss onto Skogh, trying to lock them in place with the Warlord's Challenge. Body check as well, but icing allows Mei to skate on out of this one. Samuro now trying to get the big damage, but has to immediately shift to a different image and back away below 50% HP. Team Skogh looking really solid right now. I would agree, Stark. It's a really, really good series today. I would say of the 3 best of 3s we've had today, this is, I think, the best one. It has nothing to do with map durations. It's just the play between these two teams has been really, really entertaining. The drafts have been fun. The play's been awesome. Curious to see how all this unfolds, though, because I don't think Team Banana's out by any means. Yeah, they're down the first objective. Yeah, they're down almost a level. But I still think there's room to grow for Team Banana. Nice little juke from Banana on the Samuro right there. Sonya goes to check boss in top lane. Falstad chilling in the bush. Mitra, you gotta get some mana, bud. No mana on the Sonya. Alright, the top lane fort has gone down. Whoa, 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 bottom? Nah, Max Passion is fine. So we'll see boss for the top lane. That's going to be threatening onto a keep front gate. Not sapper camp, sorry. No pack camps are going to crash through mid. Sonya makes quick work of the enemy side, trying to get this nice angling on the slam just through the enemy wave. Sonya mounts up and immediately rushes towards bottom lane. Falstad flies to mid. We'll clear out the rest of the enemy. Null pack. Mitra actually not going down to bottom lane. And bosses will be traded. Top lane boss in a decent wave. As a reminder, for those of you that don't know, the Reaver minions are the unique cannon minion on this map. They don't deal extra damage into structures. As you can see, damage versus structures is 86. The big thing is that they have physical armor. This is not really something that's noted on the screen. It's not a visual thing. That is the reason why the Reaver minions tank so much damage. These Reaver minions can sit there and just tank a bunch of damage while the rest of the minion wave gets tons of value. So, little tidbit if you did not know. That's why the Reaver minions are so strong in constantly pushing out these waves. I really do like that mechanic in this map, like that we get a different type of cannon unit. If this game got active development, I would have loved to see that. Not on every map, but like another map to have like a unique cannon type hero. A good example, like Hanamura Temple, like the old Hanamura Temple, where they built it like Towers of Doom, where you can only deal damage to the enemy core with tower shots or objective shooting. But I do like it that there was the periodic catapults could eventually make it to the core, and then they would become a shot like the Sapper Camp is. I don't know. I really like the unique cannon minions like that. Hell, I wouldn't mind a map where we actually had like racks or inhibitors. If we're gonna use Dota or League terms, like you can get like super minions. Like you push past the keep, or you push past the keep and you take down a structure behind or whatever, and that gives you stronger. I don't know. I love that idea. I love that idea, like the super minions for a lane. And I know we have catapults, which are kind of like those already, but it's just a fun concept. Fafin, thank you for the tier 1 for 16 months. Thanks for being the first sub of the day. Gaff gonna try and... Oh, the concussion mine's good. The body check was reducing the armor and health. Excuse me, not the armor, the health. And Junkrat goes down to the Blade Storm of Banana. Oh, my apologies. Garish will get picked off. Malfurion to find that kill. Must have been a Wandering Keg. Yeah, it's close to just being off cooldown. So Wandering Keg splits the Garrosh and he will be picked off. Second objective phase being channeled quickly to the side of Team Banana. Bish in bottom trying to take down the fort here. And Hammering goes out. Gust is forced. My tries, Leap is up in 4 seconds. Okay. Delays around the objective, but they aren't going to delay things out permanently. Oh, Hazuops doesn't get the hits. The objective phase is going to be delayed out. All right. And now, flying kick in from Chen. Samuro swaps to a clone for mid lane. And the second objective phase is not over. The reason we know it's second is because there's 40 seconds of channel time. 3 defenders around. First has 2, second has 3, third and onward has 4 defenders and 50 seconds of channel time. A camp to be grabbed for the mid lane, and we'll have 20 talent here almost here as well for the members of Team Skogh. Actually, both teams. We're pretty close to 20s on both sides. It's 0.7 seconds of channel time needed, though, around this objective. Falstad in bottom lane, and he's trying to split Soak for that 20. 30 seconds on Flight, so he'll have that at 15, 25-ish in game time. Yo, a toss and a 7-sided strike. Goodbye, May. Silence from Malfurion will not work out to save the Ice Queen. And the 0.7 seconds is done. Mid lane being pushed up by Hazuobs at a safe range. Concussion Mine onto Gaff will actually rip or air him across the map here a little bit. Trying to get the dismount on my try. Here comes the Vandar Stormpike Alliance Cavalry, second one of the game. 20 talent here. It is going to be a Windstrider for Samuro. Sergeant Hammer with the Ultra Capacitors. It's going to be the upgrade with the bot Inner Rage for body checks. So it's an additional 45%. By additional. So the healing reduction is 75%. You actually see it on Shen there for a second or two. And that means that is it the slow as well? It's a healing reduction is, okay, so the slow is still 35%, but the healing reduction is 75% reduction for how many seconds? For 3 seconds. 7-sided strike, Warlord's Challenge, BFG, staggering. Oh, Chen has enough to share. And Chen has enough from his allies too. Malfurion with some good heals. That is going to be a kill into this Karazim. Hazuobs gets the ally toss out. And mid fort goes down. Top keep front gate will fall. Samuro finds the kill into Falstad. Sorry about that. Didn't realize that he was able to split off to the side and find the kill. Team Banana opening up the map further, but when we look at the map, when we take stock of what's left, it still is a mid lane fort. That's really the only difference. Yeah, there's some siege into the bottom and mid and top keep front gates. By comparison, nah, I mean, it's only top lane on the opposing side, but it still is a very close game. One structure difference. Granted, this mid lane structure's around 20%, maybe less. Skogh and crew, yeah, I don't think you want to try and invade this, especially with your Samuro still, or excuse me, your Junkrat still in mid lane. Samuro was just trying to counter pressure that a little bit. He was actually starting to work his way down towards bottom lane in case the allies needed him. Boston top lane is up, and it looks like maybe Hazuobs and friends, Team Banana looking for the double boss play. Sonya spears over the wall for a sapper camp. Sorry, not a sapper camp. Null pack. Sergeant Hammer's still going towards top, but it seems like the rest of the team is not on the same page with that one, so Hammer goes to mid to clear things out. All right, and boss and bottom gets some damage on to keep here, but it won't take down the entire structure. Banana able to get the Sakuchi little teleport. Flight in from Bish. Oh my god. Bish went into epic mount. 30-second cooldown. No, it's even less than that. It's 25-second cooldown on Flight and a faster activated time. 25 seconds for Flight to be back and active. We have the Shatter from May as well. So heroes take 400 damage, but they also have their armor reduced by 25. Armors, that means physical and spell. Hog butt camp. A hog butt camp, indeed. So Boston top lane allows the window for our third objective phase to be channeled quickly by the side of Team Banana. And actually, love that Maitri pulled the jailers to the side. Hazoabs helps clear them out, and Vikzu gets a very easy channel. Mid lane, Keep will fall. Garrosh gets the toss into Skogh here. Oh, is that the 20 brew? It is. Purifying brew, huh? Didn't catch that at first. 7 apiece in our levels. Garrosh gonna get a cleansing dash from Vikzu. Ucky looking for the angle to jump in here. Banana fine on the Samuro. Toss on to Max Passion. Warlord's challenge to follow it up. 7-sided strike. Is there an upgrade at level 20 on the 7-sided? No, it's Storm Shield at 20. Hazoab's really low. Gets the ally toss with some 50 HP. And Bish wants to go hunting for a hammer. Decides not to do so. Decides to stick around and maybe look for some for some extra assistance for the allies. Hunter Orc tries to get the channel leap in from the Sonya. And Karazim's the one to fall. Hazoabs does get the Hearth out. 0.9 seconds of channel where necessary. Hazoabs unable to fire the BFG from the core to get the extra channel. No, I don't think it would have mattered. I will say this, though. Reaver minion in top lane has arrived at the keep. No fixation onto the structure, but this wave will win out in favor of the side of Team Banana. Ultralist to fall. Or not Ultra, Ucky to fall. Yeah, see what I mean? See what I mean by this lad? He just chunks. He just tanks damage. Sorry, not chunks. Skogh on the back foot now. I had someone one time come into my stream and say that the phrase on the back foot is not a thing. And I was like, then why does like every commentator say it? I love casting, because you can say everything right, and the moment you say something wrong, people jump down your throat for it. I love it. It's never, good job. It's just like, nah, you fucked up. You're wrong. No. You don't go leap with E-build Sonya, Bahamut. Chen flying kicks in, 7-side strike, eats a lot of damage. He steals away the camp, but Max Passion should be punished for this. The BFG doesn't get a kill. Vikzu jumps out. What? I'm sorry, what? Max Passion, you monster? Thanks, Ninja. A toss combo onto Bish, able to barrel roll away. There was the body check applied as well. I was just giggling because I was just like, are they really gonna get this kill so close to their healer and everything? No. Yo, that Chen steal was bonkers awesome. I think that's the highlight of the day, to be honest. I think that's honestly the highlight of the day. Of the 3 best of 3s we've had so far, this being the 3rd and our final map. That was the coolest thing I think we've seen. Alright, mid lane objective is cleared out, but the top lane keep shall fall. Ucky split from the allies, blinded as well. Ice wall from the Mei. Ucky tries to back away and won't be able to do so. 2 keeps have fallen, and at what seems like just a flip of the coin, a turn of the page, a closing of the door, Team Skogh are potentially going to take this map here. Banana able to swap away. 1 keep remains. The cavalry still healthy in the bottom lane. Vandar Stormpike with a spin trying to defend. Huge leap from Sonya. The 7-sided strike. The BFG is coming through as well, but they cannot get a kill. Bish low. Malfurion with this Twilight Dreams. The Riptire from Junkrat pushes back the enemy. Vandar makes it back towards the center, so he's going to start gaining some HP. Sonya to fall. Volstad's got to be careful. He doesn't have a Malfurion to heal him back up. He does have the hammer gains from level 4. Some shielding from Chen, but a couple, like 2 shots from Sergeant Hammer would be way too much to deal with, so yeah. Oh, they're going triple keep off this, and I don't blame them. Sonya, Garrosh dead. Volstad, Gust is up soon. The bottom lane wave is still really healthy, but Hammer's got a lot of good splash, and that'll be saved for now. Okay. Bottom lane, Bish is going to fly down. Banana. Oh, no. One time I said to someone, just kill the Samuro that's running away from you. And he's like, that's not true. The fake Nova would never run away.
more of our troops.
Okay, if they get boss, that's a guaranteed keep in bottom. They actually could end off of this. 3 keeps down. Oh, they're showing. They're showing. This is known. They're showing. The Garrosh runs through. Ucky, Vikzu, seen. Hammer behind. Thank you, Stark. I appreciate that. Okay. No invade onto the camp, or onto the boss. This is looking like boss to end. This is looking like boss to end. There's some stats at the bottom of your screen if you do want them in this late game. Uh-oh. Garrosh. Garrosh is split from the... Youch! False out with the flight. The gust onto Vikzu. Leap in from Sonya, but I think she's just trying to close the distance to help out. My try split with the Wandering Keg, and Wandering Keg actually pushes Vikzu away. Ice Wall with the Shatter upgrade onto Sergeant Hammer. Sergeant Hammer activates the Neo Steel plating, but Vikzu goes down. Keep to fall as well. Oh, it's looking like Skogh might take this. Bish with another flight in. Focus onto my try. The damage is pretty good into the Sonya. She's going to try and spin to win through all of this. Doesn't look like she'll be able to do so. The boss is taking the core down below, or around 50%. And the auto attacks are here. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Skogh, they fight hard. What was seemingly a rally, a reverse sweep, if you will, by Team Banana, unfortunately will not be achieved, and the GGs are said. That is going to be Team Skogh with the map number 3 victory here in our third best of 3 of the day for the Ravencourt EU League.
You know this, then why do you serve him? Because he paid me a freaking fortune, you moron. You got paid?
Come for the great content, stay for the great doggo.
Fafin, thank you for the tier 1 for 16 months. I appreciate the continued support. I doubted the Mei, but it was a neat counterpick to the Hammer. I agree. Like, Mei's always one of those ones, always those heroes or tanks, I'm just like, I don't know about this. And then I see it in action, I'm just like, oh, no, this was a smart call. I absolutely agree with you. The Falstad was amazing as well. The Falstad was amazing. The Chen was really good. Overall, I mean,